I put on with LBC. I put on with LBC. Yeah, I put on with LBC. On with LBC. I put on with LBC. On with LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Started with a vision, now we running the game. Charts glow, purple teal, yeah, you know the name. From the beach to the block, we controlling the tide. Every candle that we light, that's the way we ride. I've been grinding through the nights while the city don't sleep. Putting LBC on maps, taking wins, stacking deep. From the charts to the streets, got the fam in the mix. Every move calculated, yeah, we playing with steel. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Crypto hustle late nights, yeah, we stay in the zone. Stacking knowledge, stacking bags, turning charts into gold. Market makers throw shade, but we glow through the rain. Every dip just a test, every loss turns to gain. Got the fam worldwide, but the roots run deep. From the med, I was grind to the LBC streets. This for every wave rider who believed in the dream. We gon' put it on the map, keep it real, reign supreme. Reign supreme, reign supreme, reign supreme. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. From the charts to the stage, man, you know who it be. It's that Lunar Beaches fam putting on endlessly.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto, where we ride the waves of the crypto market all the way to the moon. How's it going, everybody? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you had an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical weekend. I had pretty low-key weekend, pretty chill. It was pretty nice. I definitely enjoyed it. Getting a move here on Bitcoin and crypto abroad. We'll see if it can sustain itself or not. But yeah, how's it going? How's it going? Hope you're all well. Not too much going on lately. Just chilling. It's, holiday season coming up on Christmas, which is what? Is it next week? Next week. Next Thursday. So, coming up on Christmas. Spend time with the fam. All the families. And just chill. Chill into the new year. Getting a little bit of a pullback on Bitcoin right now. Gonna see if we can get a bounce here off the VWAP, the old VWAP. We can get down there to the old VWAP. Got a nice pivot here too. Looks like it may want to try and push to the upside first. We'll see. Money flow just flipped bearish. So it'll be interesting if this continues to push up and we see money flow continuing to come out. We'll see. What's going on, guys? How you doing? Good evening, good evening, good evening. Alexandra G, Mod Boss, Mod Queen, Mod God. Thank you for being here. Alexandra G, my goodness. And thank you for putting that Discord link in the chat. I do greatly appreciate you for doing that every single stream. We've got, let's see, we got All Set in the house. What's going on? Good evening. JR, good evening. Thank you for being here. Wick's wife, thank you for being here. Lasers go pew, 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 pew. What's going on, Lasers? Thank you for being here. Maybe a Band-Aid. How you doing? How you doing? Thank you all for being here. Maybe a Band-Aid. is amazing. What's going on, Harp? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Kelly, the Caliphone, how you doing? Thank you all. You're all amazing. All right, what are we doing here? Looks like we're trying to get a little bit of a turnaround. We'll see. Guys, the breakout challenge is not doing well. I'm still technically profitable, but in profit. But now it's down to $25. And that's okay. Because we are managing our risk. And yeah. It's a little challenging, to be honest. It's a little challenging. But it's good. It's good for you. Helps you maintain your rules, makes you stick to your rules. But also psychologically, it's almost like it almost hinders me a little bit. But I just have to adapt. And I'm adapting. I'm already doing better than I have in the past with the breakout challenge, eval, whatever. So there's that. So yeah, Bitcoin, let's go ahead and do a zoomed out look. It is Macro Monday, even though it is Sunday. But it's the start of a new week. So let's go to a clean chart. All right, so our previous week low sits at 87,641. See, we got a nice push already here. We're getting that pullback now. We've got the previous week high sitting all the way up here at 94,588. So, yeah, so the previous week before that swept the high and the low of the week before it. Last week swept the high of the previous week, did not sweep the low. So now what I want to see is I really want to see a sweep down and then come back to the upside. That's what I want to see. I want us to get an SFP of this low here. Personally, that's what I want to see. 80,559. 559. That's what I would like to see. I'd like to see a sweep and then a push and then continue to push and V-shape out of here to Valhalla. I don't know that I want to sweep at this low though. We take out this low and it doesn't look good. Now I put out a thing on the Twitters. If you're not following me on Twitter, make sure you guys following me. Or X. Whatever it's called these days. XAIBTQ plus. Piper called me about this. Shout out to Piper. He and his wife are on their way to the Europes. I said, what if all of 2026 is just further base building on top of 2024 and 2024 high and 2021 all-time high? So essentially the idea is come down, sweep that low that I was talking about, get a bounce, and we bounce for like the first half of the year, and then we correct for the last half of the year. Well, this actually leads into October, which would be our bear market bottom if we were to go from, if we're following the 4-year cycle still, and the 126K is our top, and that happened in October, And the bear markets for Bitcoin typically last right around 1 year, almost exactly sometimes. So, if we get that, then we could be setting up for a mildly bullish 2027. Maybe pushing us to the 120 or to the 200K. Maybe. We'll see. But this might be best case scenario. And this doesn't mean we can't go lower. We can. I was just suggesting, what if we just went sideways for a year? It's like, well, didn't we just do that? I mean, kind of. I mean, you're basically going sideways for 2 years at this point if we were to do this. So, we'll see if he can even do that. We'll see if it even has the juice to get up here. I mean, yeah. But could you handle that? A lot of people couldn't. I don't know, man. This whole move just kind of seems like a little fake out to start the week. Fake out to the upside. Now we did break briefly the bear flag low. Did break that. And now we've popped back above it. That is this bear flag here. Just another reason why I don't pattern trade, because they don't play out all the time. And you get lots of fake outs. Now we did not come down. Okay, so we came down to this candle. That's interesting. Boom. Came down to that candle. So usually my demand zone at the very least would be this. We came up shy of that. There might be something to inspect for later. I don't know that it even really touched it though. Nope, came up short. So what are we doing now? Let's see. Came up into a 4-hour fair value gap. And we are currently rejecting it. Let's go to the 15, see what that rejection looks like. Oh yeah, closed below it too. Barely closed inside of it. But we rejected the fair value gap. And this is a nice wick, but it's a nice wick to get us up here. The question is, do we sell pump? Like we've pretty much, which has pretty much been the thing to do for a little while now. You can see even this one, you get the push down, the big push up into supply, push down, big push up into supply. And we'll just see if it just wants to go sideways until New York and then have New York dump us again. Or are we going to get the reverse Bart Simpson like we've been doing? Except this isn't going to be a Bart. This is... I actually really like this from a bullish perspective. I like the hard push down and the big bounce. Question is, can we get continuation off that? And can that continuation sustain? I mean, massive drop here. So we know there's supply there. We'll see. I can't predict the future, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would be a billionaire, if I could predict the future. I'd be a trillionaire. The only thing that we can do is react once we hit key levels. It's the number one thing we can do. We've got the previous week midpoint sitting above us here at 91,115. That would be the first place I would look, or I would say that's a pretty strong place where I would look for a rejection. There's also fair value gap right on top of that. Let's go to the hourly, see if we can dwindle that down a little bit. Let's go to the 4. Okay, yeah. 4-hour FVG. Previous week midpoint. Go back down. There we go. This is looking like maybe it can continue. We'll see. Where's my... Oh, there's no money flow in this chart. All that drawing for nothing. 4-hour FVG. There we go. 15-minute. All right. So we've got these relatively equal highs right here. Price likes to come up and take those out. Highs and relatively equal highs and lows. We'll see if it'll go sweep and reject the midpoint of the 4-hour fair value gap. And then come down, take out lows, come up, roll over. Could do it. Could do it. That would be a bearish scenario that I'd look for going into tomorrow. Bullish scenario, I'd want to get above the previous week midpoint and above, really above the halfway, the midpoint of the fair value gap, and get a candle close above that on the 4-hour. If we do that, go to the 15, try to look for a pullback to go long from, and then go for these highs. Potentially even this high. We got the yearly open right above us too. That's at 93,363. So we'll see if it wants to try and close out the year in the positive. They might pump it up just to do that, just so people don't lose interest in it or something. I don't know. Oh, good evening. Hey, what's going on, Mel? Good evening, LBCOG. Thank you for being here. Looks a bit bearish. I mean, looking a little short-term bullish to me. 15-minute has flipped green on the money flow. True 7 is bullish, and our momentum oscillator is bullish as well. This might get some continuation in here. Let's go ahead and pull a fib. Let's see. Let's see what we do if we get up to the golden pocket. Got this swing high. There we go. See if it'll break through that first. Good evening, David. God bless. Good evening, Jesus Say 77, 77, 777, 77. Thank you for being here. I'm going to stop at the store tomorrow and get stamps and envelopes. My wife said, because I told her, I was like, I've got to get some stamps for those stickers. And she said, okay, do you have envelopes too? Do you need envelopes? And I said, we don't have envelopes? And she said, no. And I said, okay, I'm glad we had this talk. There's just so much going on. I'm sorry, guys. I promise I'll get you the stickers. I mean, they're just sitting here. The whole stack of them. The whole thick stack. Just waiting to be sent out. And I've only gotten addresses from Jesus says, one love, and that's it. Kelly won some. So, since we're waiting for so long. Okay, we're rejecting the 382 right now. Watching these equal lows down here. So we got sell side liquidity down here. Dynamic reactor. Let's see what it does. Fixed range, volume profile. Okay, I'm pointing control down here. Oh, look at that value area high right there. Imbalance up here, right inside the golden pocket. So let's just see what it does. See if we can get a reaction. Volume. There we go. So I've been, over the weekend, I was trying to back test more Asia and also like specifically trying to cut out my time slot. So working on a system that is specifically for my hour that I'm live. So as soon as I get something completed on that, we'll be, which I mean, it's almost the same thing. It's pretty much the same thing. But now I'm looking at the 1 minute, and it's actually helped a lot. Shout out to Alex O Crypto for saying, look at the 1 minute when you're trading Asia. I was like, the 1 minute? Interesting. Pretty good. Now, before the stream, I did take a short, of course, right here. And I closed it right here. And then it proceeded to do this. I was aiming for this low. I was really aiming for this pivot. And look, we got a nice bounce off of that as well. So there's several longs and shorts to take throughout the stream, throughout the sessions, throughout the days. You just got to look for the bounces. And like I said, I mean, once you mark off your levels, and then from there, it's just looking for the bounce. And for me, it's looking for the engulfing candle. It's right after. That's what I want to see. If I get that, it's almost golden. I'm just going to put in, going to go long. Come on now. It's too late now, but I'm going to go long, and I'm going to go for that next pivot point, and we'll just see what happens. See if it plays out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, it does. Great. Right now, it's rejecting that 382, so it might not. This one might not play out, which will be fine. See if it wants to get down to this dynamic reactor and then push off of that, or if it just wants to slice through it down to the quantum reactor. Yeah, we'll see if that plays out. Coming down to that little consolidation range to pick up some liquidity, maybe to push to the upside there. We'll see. I need to send some money too. Oh, yeah. Yep. Asia orb, 2 hours, and it just closed when you started. If you're into that, 2 hours. I was looking at the Asia orb historically. I mean, and so this is what I'm trying to figure out, JR, okay? Because I'm with you, all right? Trying to figure out exactly when to do a 15-minute and when to do a 30-minute for Asia. But you just had 2 hours, which is, I don't know. But I mean, before I was watching this, okay? So we put in this high, where's 714? Put in this low right there. So there's, you start off with your orb. You start off breaking orb to the downside and then bullish engulfing to the upside. Now, personally, I don't like trading from, it depends. It depends on the move, but this I don't really like. This is the thing about the 1 minute is I really like trading wicks. I like to see a wick. I don't like seeing just bars, just bodies. Because wick does damage and the bodies tell the story. So I mean, but anyways, so had that pivot. So you got your orb, you've got your pivot before the push, creating a new high, a higher high, I should say. And then you pull back down in right on top of the midpoint of that pivot and then push back. Now this doesn't bullish engulf, but we did already do it over here, so I don't know. I don't really look at I haven't really looked at the 1 minute a whole lot. I mean, of course I look at it all the time, but what I mean is I've never really maybe not never, because there's so much of stuff I've done on the charts. Actually went really hardcore on the 1 minute, back testing 1 minute. So, I mean, it's essentially the same thing as any other time. It really is. But anyways, we had the money flow, we had momentum, we had everything popping up right when we got that. You come down, you bottom out on your oscillator right at the midpoint of the pivot, and then you get the push away, the push to the upside. Anything else over here? Well, let's throw on our anchored VWAP. This will be our session VWAP, and you see we get a break above that after the bounce here, and then you come back down, you back test it a couple of times, and you get continuation. And then from there, I mean, you could either momentum trade it or you can trade the pullback. Now, what I like to look for is, personally, what I like to look for is when we break VWAP, do we create a fair value gap on VWAP? We do, right here. And sure enough, that's what we come back down to and double tap before we move to the upside. So, if you're concerned about no tap on VWAP, well, guess what? We tapped off a fair value gap. So that's good. And nice bullish engulfing here too. Bullish engulfing. I'm maybe thinking, okay, this is going to see some continuation. I put my stop loss below the low. And then I aim for highs. My next high would be this high. Right there. And then you're done. You're out. GG's. 0.5% times 5, 2.5%. Depending on how much money you got. 2.5% on 10 grand is $250. That's why getting up to 10 grand is so critical. Getting up to a 10 grand account is so critical. I missed it. He got moved. Aviv was fib dancing. What's going on, Dutch? What's going on, man? I don't know what you're talking about, JR. Scalping is risky. Quantum reactors and orbs sound very Doctor Who-ish. I don't know. Never watched. Scalping is more fun, though. Wait, Zcash is like a souped-up laser printer for me lately? Asia Orb, 2 hours, and it just closed when you started. Read all that. It's just what I learned from a really good Bitcoin trader. Oh, the Asia Orb, 2 hours. I'm at 5. You're at 5K. That's nice. Yeah, rejecting that 382 might turn out to be pretty bearish here. We'll see. A 382 bounce or rejection can be pretty strong. Really strong enough to get a continuation to the downside. We'll see. All right, let's see. What are we looking at? Let's back it up again. Back up. Okay, let's turn this off. Let's just get rid of all this. Not concerned about this. I'm not trading Sunday nights yet. Bye. Plus, this is the Coinbase chart, and I don't trade on it. All right, so I guess Chart Prime introduced their own blood diamonds. That's what it looks like to me. So I'm still watching these equal highs up here at 116,500. We'll see if we ever get up there. We do have the daily dynamic reactor sitting at 102, 193. Let me see if I can get the SMA, 52-week SMA on here. 52-week style. 52 week. All right. Oh, look at that. All right, if we get a push up to the 52-week and the dynamic reactor where they're both meeting, that might not be so good. That be bad. That might be bad. Yeah, I would expect that to be pretty heavy resistance. So you're looking at just above 100K, which I would, I was talking about this not that long ago, and that's just the fact that that 100K level is going to be a psychological level that we've got to get back above. And one of the best ways to get people super bullish and in a why they would make people get super bullish is so that they can get enough buy so that they can sell. They being big money, okay? If they're looking to sell, who knows? But did Asia press pause or did Al Jr. get me baked? What? What's up, Al Jr.? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Joint and... Oh, okay. He said, damp it. It's a mix. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. So yeah, still bear flagging. We'll see if it wants to actually break down or not. It's getting pretty close to making that decision. But still, I mean, we're pretty far below that 52-week SMA. So we'll see what it does, if it even gets back up to it. And if it does, and we get a rejection, we got to be careful because history shows us that the 52-week SMA is pretty strong resistance once you break it. Pretty strong resistance once you break it. This is COVID. That's an anomaly. Don't care. But you break here, you back test, and you roll over. You break, you back test, you roll over. Does this have enough history? Yeah. Here, you break, you back test, you roll over. Now, the difference is, here, let me turn off Market Oracle. Okay. Now, 2017, 2018, you see the break below, the close below, and the very next week you come back and back test and reject. And then you get further bear market, okay? This one, anomaly, don't care. I'm only care about after all-time highs are put in. All-time highs put in, you break, you close below, 2 weeks, and then rejection. We have been below The 52-week SMA. Oh, I'm on a monthly. You idiot. So those are 1 month, 1 month, and 2 months. Okay. So almost 2 months before it comes back up to it. So the first month is kind of like the push down. Second month is the push up. And then continuation to the downside. There's like 1 month push down. Next month and a half push up. Then reject down. About, so we got 1 month right now getting in. We're about a month, almost a month and a half in. Maybe another month. I don't know. And this one doesn't have near the room to the upside to go either. This one fell quite a bit before it got the back test. Another key thing is that these are breaking key support areas. This one broke this support before the back test. This one broke this support. It's more an internal range though, so I don't really care about that. But this one right here broke this right here before the final rally. But that was the key, that was the low that needed to hold in order for the bull market to resume. And it took it out. Just barely though. And it might even depend on the chart. Yep. It's probably going to be it probably took it out on perp charts just because you get more volatility, more liquidity on your perp charts. Does this not go back? Oh, it does. Wow, it actually created some equal lows on this one. Yeah, that's what that's the one right there. You create those equal lows. Didn't even notice that. You also got a swing fail at the highs. Maybe on the monthly? Yeah, monthly swing fail. Just like we did here. Except this wasn't really a pullback before we went into it. I would have expected this to get a swing fail. I have one as well, but I'm on a short. You guys are shorting. I'm doing push-ups right now. You're crazy, bro. What are you doing? Just talk to text? Do you talk to texting on YouTube? Be cool if we could just come down here. Let's just get down here. 66K, 65, 66. And let's just bounce from there. How about that? Maybe. I would consider all of this to be a demand zone. We're holding it up pretty well, though. I mean, look at this candle. This was February of this year. November. March was indecisive, kind of flat, choppy up and down. We were kind of indecisive, kind of flat. I think we could actually end up with a candle pretty much like this one. Because I still think maybe we could get a little bit more upside and come down, take out that low, and maybe put in a different. So this is like 3 down. Okay. Maybe we get one where it's boom, boom. Hold that second one. Or the first one, rather. And then get a continuation. Get a monthly close above that high. Get a monthly close above 52-week SMA. And then we'll see what happens from there. Next month, 116,500. If we just sweep it and we close the monthly below it, then I would expect the future months to continue down. Down, 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 a ring of fire. And then hopefully bounce from there. Or if we go from the theory, ay, ay, ay. You guys are crazy, man. What are y'all talking about? All right. What are we doing here? Long did not play out. Look at that. Imagine that. That 382. It said, nah. Trying to hold that pivot. I'd say this is probably the stronger pivot. Stronger swing. Let's go to the 1 hour. 15. 10. Wick. 5. Wicks. 3. 1. Yeah, we'll see. All right, let's see. Yep. All right. Let's see. What do we got? You guys are talking some craziness. I don't even know anymore. Bitcoin dominance sitting at 59.11. Okay. Okay. Yeah. This looks like it wants to roll over. Of course, if everything just happens to pop for whatever reason, anything, they just start to do this. And Bitcoin's like going into retracement and those things are popping, then obviously that would be pretty bullish for altcoins. ETH still putting in a bear flag until it gets a strong push and then a back test and then a continuation. It is still just a bear flag. That's a lot. That's pretty much. It's a lot of the big names. My goodness. We'll see. ETH, XRP's back below $2. USDT dominance. Yeah. Okay. Did not quite come down. It may. Yeah. Still looking for more upside as of right now for USDT dominance, which means downside for our cryptos. Russell. Okay, that's nice. That's nice to see. So we did end up closing the week at a new all-time high above this high. That's good. Daily, we got a back test of this high and we held it. That's good. Money flows in the red though. Not really what I want to see. on our Russell here. But I mean, overall, it's not looking too shabby. This might be a pretty big week if this. See if this thing can keep going. We want it to continue higher. We want it to close at the high of the candle. Really don't like wicks like this. Especially bearish engulfing candles, but you see bearish engulfing here, but continued higher. However, this is all in context, this is after taking out a high. So if you take out the high and then you get the bearish engulfing, you got to be careful. The good thing is that it is a back test of this high, and it is holding. So we just have to hope that it can continue to bounce. This might be iffy. That's an ugly chart. That's a weird looking chart. It's just stair stepping. Up, up, up. Dead. Horseshoe. I don't know. All right, Russell, let's see what you got. What I don't want to see is it come up here and then come down, which it looks like it could do. Then continue down. Down, down, down. Just don't do this. Gip. Just continue on. But this does look like a rounding top, unfortunately. Looks bullish on the higher time frames. Equal highs. We have equal highs. Whether we come back for the equal highs now or 5 years from now, we'll come back for them. Probably. NQs, what are we doing over here? Santa is real AF. Leave the cookies there, and there is nothing next day. My dogs even follow Santa to the roof for some reason. I'll find them there. Sounds legit. Yep. Yep, y'all crazy. Oh, that would be so good right now. Man, I want some fried chicken and Oreo ice cream. Y'all wild. Put a 1 in the chat if you're long. Put a 2 in the chat. If you're short, put a 3 in chat if you're sitting on your hands. Put a 4 in the chat if you only do portfolios. You only do a portfolio. S&P. Yeah, we might just go sideways for the rest of the year, guys. I don't know. S&P's trying to megaphone here. Shorts? We got shorts. We got one long. We got Shep with the long. What's going on, Shep? Looks like it's something that's wanting to come and eat you. Megaphone. Don't really care for it. Let's see. Let's type in megaphone. Pattern. Trading. There we go. Images. So you see stuff like this and you're like, oh man, it's so simple, right? Breakout retest, continuation. Oh man, that's so simple. How do I set up my 60% of this line? Huh, that's interesting. Never seen that one. I've seen this one. So there's your megaphone. There's your break of the megaphone. So it's this. Okay, interesting. So this the most basic is just all right. You break the high, you back test it, and you go. But oftentimes you get something like this, which is a fake breakout. Enter the market and place a stop loss. The price returns to the pattern's range. How to trade breakouts and reversals. Okay. Enter the market and place a stop loss. So this is treating it as a reversal, which is interesting because if I just go to back to Bitcoin, are we creating? Not really a megaphone. No. Thought maybe, but no. Get tired of all the noise. All right, let's see. We created a fair value gap here on the hourly. You don't want to come down and tap that? Oh, it did. Did it tap it? It did. I don't know if it got in there deep enough, though. Might need to go deeper. We rejected off of this 5-minute supply. Five-minute playing more? Tis the question. Forgot what I was doing. Megaphone. Spy? Yes. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. I used to trade patterns a lot. It's what I started off doing, was trading patterns. But it mostly works on higher time frames, and stocks. Crypto's pretty much almost. I don't want to say it's too volatile for it. It's just like I said, high time frame. Too volatile, in my opinion, to trade patterns on small time frames, on the low time frames. But I mean, the 4-hour patterns play out all the time. I mean, this is a 4-hour pattern itself, so we'll see what happens ultimately with this. Of course, I've seen these as reversals as well. I'm only a mod for high quality channels, JR. It's never as simple as those images appear to be on those chart patterns. Never. Except it is. You say it never is until it really is. Until it is. There's one right here. Okay. Okay. Bear flag. Break down. Once you break down, you look for the back test. Go down to the 15-minute. Take your time, chart. What do we do when we broke this bear flag initially? Oh, we got a nice big bounce above it. And then we lost it. And then we got a nice big old bounce to it again. And then a rejection. So you enter on the retest. Wait for the retest. Bigger break here. Big push up. Nice rejection. And from there, we go short. Stop above the highs. Go to 4 hour. You can take either the opening. Play that one down from the breakout. Play that one down. You hit that. Perfect. Or the pull from the breakout. Bring that down. Perfect. That's the whole move right there. Flagpole down. Perfect. It do be working like that. Believe it. For Rizzo. This puts in a weird high. So we're going to be weird with it. Break down. Back test. Push down. Flagpole. From the breakout. Take your back test. Rejection. Stop above the high. Measured move. Try to front run it a little bit. You don't want to try and run the whole thing. But yeah, and you should be taking profit all the way down. Question is, do we get another one? Because if we do, then we sweep the 74K low. So, there's conservative plays, and there's aggressive plays. That would be the aggressive play. Conservative play could just be a sweep of this low. So we'll see. We are still back in the bear flag, so I'm not even looking for that. Why am I on this chart? I can't afford that. Have to show slow organically earn all of my lonesome. Oh well, builds character. Let's see. Maybe drawing it on the daily. Ooh, a sneaky tap. Jetty is on fire. It's cool. All the patterns are just two trend lines. So trend lines. It's never as easy as those images appear. Yeah, I learned at the Hotaway. Jesus just described 95% of all women. Oh. Maybe try drawing daily. Still looks bear flag to me. Yep. I'm only a mod for high quality channels. I went way back. Obviously, those are juicy shorts. I can't afford that. Yep. Million subs, watch time, so. LBC, you look sleepy, bro. I'm. Yeah. uh. Yes. Yes. 4-hour candle just closed. That's because I am sleepy, okay? It's called exhaustion. Much like this wick. How about baby brother? Baby brother is fine. He's doing well. Chilling with the magic dragon? No. Legit just tired. Have been getting to bed at good times, unfortunately. I didn't wake up early every day and can't get back to sleep, so. Maybe I'll catch up one of these days. I'll probably catch up during the holidays, because then I won't have to, I don't have to go to work. So, I'll be off for, 10 straight days. 26 or 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 straight days. I will be off work. So almost 2 weeks. Almost 2 weeks of no work. Which means, as much as I want to sleep in, I will be able to trade the New York session. So. But then I can always go back to sleep. So there's that. You ever try melatonin? It's been a while since I had some melatonin. The baby's doing great. Baby's doing great. Thank you guys for asking. Healthy little chunk. Well, trying to get him chunky. Dude's tiny. Let me see if I can. Oh my god, what is my son? What is this? Holy crap, how many pictures did you take, son? What even is this? What is this? That's my living room floor. That's what that is. That's baby boy. And this is when I told him Bitcoin was going to the downside. He looks scared. Oh no. He's doing well. And I don't know if you can see this, but my other little one, he's the smallest one up here. Right there. You can't see their faces, but he's the smallest kid up there. That was during a church thing. So, yeah. He looks traumatized. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, good stuff. 0. Yeah, I told him I was going to 0, and he was like, hmm. Daddy, are we poor? Yes. All right. Since I am super tired, and it is past my time, maybe tomorrow, through my back testing, I did find, I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna start my back testing over, and I'm going to write everything down that I see during my hour and prior, during Asia. And I'm going to write down the days that they occur. I'm going to write down what happened during New York. And we're just going to go full neurodivergent on it, if you catch my drift. Because that's me. So that's what I'll do. All right, guys. Yeah, let me look at my... I'm pretty sure my eyes look super dark. So I was trying to get a nap in prior or earlier this afternoon. Kids just they just didn't let that happen. So yeah. So it's time to go to bed. All right, guys. I do appreciate all of you so much. Thank you for joining me this evening. I can't wait to get this session down, this hour down, so we can hopefully catch some trades. Now, it's at least 2-3 times a week. There is a good move, at least with the back testing that I've done so far. There is at least like one good move during my hour on most days. So just need to get a strategy nailed down for it, especially now that I'm looking at the 1 minute. But we'll get it down. We'll get to trading live, because unfortunately I can't do New York session yet. So one day I'll get there. But for now, it's just trading my little Asia session hour, and that's it. But we'll get there. Thank you guys for joining me. I do greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. If you wouldn't mind smashing up that like button on your way out and hitting that notification bell to be notified for whenever I create new content and when I go live. Tomorrow's Monday, so be careful of any potential false moves. And but generally speaking, I don't know, man. We're kind of bearishly back testing this low over here. We're kind of bearishly back testing this low. So we might flip this support into resistance if we can't break back above and continue. If we do that overnight, then maybe we get into that 4-hour fair value gap, and then we'll have to go from there. But yeah, let's see, money flow. Money flow's green on the 5. Let's go to the 15 real quick before we get out of here. Need to check this. Money flow's trying to push above. Not quite getting there yet. We might be rejecting this zone here. So just be careful. It's Asia. It's illiquid. And London seems to come around and just bust everything up. But thank you guys. I will see you all tomorrow. I'll see you in the chats, of course. And until then, I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep. And I'll catch you all tomorrow. Mad love. Peace out. God bless. Bye. Ride the waves.
Yeah. It's the LBC boys riding in the storm again. Moon guys above us. Wave rider beside us. Welcome to the trenches, partner. Let's ride. Came up from the dust, no trust in the system. Fed playing God while they printing and twisting. Now we stacking sets, got a mission, not wishing. LBC the crew in the code we enlisting. Got the block in my vein, yeah. DeFi my brain, yeah. Street suits for the crypto pain. We in the crypto trenches, I ain't no surrender. Wave riders riding through the bear and the blender. Fee is dying slow, yeah, the world gon' remember. When the moon guys rise, we the ones to defend them. We the ones to defend them. Digital dust trail, riding on those, ain't no banks. When we break these codes, smart contracts, outlaws reload. Freedom on the chain, that's the new road. They said we dream too loud, we said bet. Now our wallets got truth they ain't seen yet. We breaking that chain with a keyboard set. And every way we ride, they drowning dead. From the ATL blocks to the Texas plain. We trade in silence, but we move with flame. Moonlight glows on the rebels' aim. LBC forever, remember the name. Crypto trenches, no fear, no limit. Wave riders in the cold, yeah, we living in it. Bull run a bloodbath, we still committed. LBC the storm and the world gon' witness.
I put on with LBC. I put on with LBC. Yeah, I put on with LBC. Over LBC. I put on with LBC. Over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Started with a vision, now we running the game. Charts glow, purple teal, yeah, you know the name. From the beach to the block, we controlling the tide. Every candle that we light, that's the way we ride. I've been grinding through the night, while the city don't sleep. Putting LBC on maps, taking wins, stacking deep. From the charts to the streets, got the fam in the mix. Every move calculated, yeah, we playing with steel. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Crypto hustle late nights, yeah, we stay in the zone. Stacking knowledge, stacking bags, turning charts into gold. Market makers throw shade, but we glow through the rain. Every dip just a test, every loss turns to gain. Got the fam worldwide, but the roots run deep. From the mad I was grind to the LBC streets. This for every wave rider who believed in the dream. We gon' put it on the map, keep it real, reign supreme. Reign supreme, reign supreme, reign supreme. I put over LBC, over